So you have a lot of friends on Facebook? Good luck getting a loan. Lenders are snooping through your social media sites and even online reviews for businesses before handing out the cash. Tracy, are you okay with this?
No, I'm not, because it's unfortunate that there's a lot of opposing forces that get involved in this kind of stuff. People go on Yelp and post nasty reviews about restaurants, and you're saying my loan is going to be based on that when you got some disgruntled guy who just didn't get his water glass filled? That's unfair. I go on Facebook, you post pictures of your family vacation, and it looks like maybe we're doing things I'm not supposed to do. It's unfair to judge me that way unless there are rules and regulations or some sort of guideline out there. Otherwise, no, that stuff should be left for me, my family, my friends, and be done with it.
But John, you might be able to find out if in fact this person had the job that he's talking about on his resume.
Look, my father was a community banker. He ran a couple different community banks. He had a very low loan to default ratio because he knew his customer. And if he didn't know his customer, he would call somebody that did. You can do that in a small community. The problem that we have now is people don't know their customers, and this is a way of doing due diligence. This will lower loan costs for everybody. It will also lower default risk. To me, this is simply a matter of doing the things that a person who loans money should be doing.
Okay, Gary B., is this snooping or is it smart business?
I think John and Tracy both make some good points. I'm more along the lines with John on this. Look, I want companies to make the best decision possible. If they, like Tracy said, use some of this stuff and it's silly information like the Yelp review, then they're doing themselves a disservice, and a competitor will jump in and make that loan that the company A denied them. So I think it's good. Look, I want the companies to make good, smart, prudent decisions, as John say. I think it'll end up lowering costs, not raising costs.
But Jonas, how can you calculate credit scores from Facebook or Twitter? How do you add that into the FICO?
You would look, if I hang out with a bunch of losers who defaulted to the same card company, then all of a sudden they're not going to make me a loan because I'm in a circle of losers. That's one way they would do it. Look, there's no question in my mind that this will lower loan costs, as the other guests have said, because they will lower their default rates by being more choosy by looking at our. But at what cost? Look, if the people that did the FICO score could tap our phones, I'm sure they could really figure out your credit rating better than just looking at if you paid a late phone bill. But the fact of the matter is that make us a better society? Just so, yeah, we get a 0.5% lower rate, but they are literally snooping on our personal behavior. That's not fair game, I don't think.
Okay, wait, I got to get Bernard in here.
The thing I love about this debate is it made Tracy call for more regulation, which is the first time I've ever heard that.
I didn't say governmental. I did not say governmental regulation.
Here's the facts.
I did not.
I think it's sort of absurd. Why? It's not a surprise because employers do it all the time, but until there's a correlation between social media posts and creditworthiness, I think that these lending companies are sort of silly to go and troll on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all this stuff to determine creditworthiness. They have to sort of determine and verify that there are actual correlations between what people post and how creditworthy they are. Because after all, we have to remember our social media tends to be very curated, and it's very unlikely that we're giving a real, honest, unvarnished picture of who we are.
Backhanded way of agreeing with me, isn't it, there,
okay.
Bernard?
We will leave it on that note. We will leave it there. Thank you, guys. And thank you to Bernard for joining us.
Thank you.
So lots